Hi everyone. So in today's session, you will be going to know about the documentation and about the keys. In documenting, you will come to know about the flora, and in keys, you will come to know about the usage of single and multi-access keys. Let's begin. So before starting, we have to know the word documentation. Okay, so documentation means what? A material that provides official information. Okay, so documenting means what? A material or a records that provide a official information. And here in taxonomy, it includes the preservation of living specimens or the fossil type of the specimens, or also it includes the information about the herbariums and the museums. Okay, so the taxonomic or the systematic research can be documented in various forms, like it may be documented in the form of floras. So what is this flora means? So the flora means what? It provides an inventory of the plants of a definite area. So flora means it's a plant communities. Okay, so here in this flora you will come to know about which type of plants are present in which type of area, and whether it is vascular plants or non-vascular plants. And mainly this flora, it includes only the vascular plants. Okay, so it includes the plants which are indigenous, neutralized, or which are introduced or advented to that native place. Okay, and the documentation can also be published in the form of monographs, manuals, and journals. Journals means what? They are printed, and nowadays you will get the online versions of the journals. And manuals means a manual is a book that contains the information on the area of the coverage, and and here this manuals contain the keys and the description, and it contains the information about the families, genera, and species along with the synonyms. Okay, so this was about the documentation. So the documentation means what? It is a material that provides the official information, and in taxonomy the official information can be provided in the form of floras, monographs, manuals, and journals. Okay, so let's begin. So for your syllabus there is only about the flora, and how the documentation is done by using the flora you will come to know here. Let's begin. So the word flora comes from the Latin name, that means the flora. Flora means here in Latin it is represented as the goddesses of the plants or the flowers and fertility in the Roman mythology. Okay, mythology means it is a traditional story, and here the word flora refers to the plant occurring within a given region, as well as these floras help in publications for the researchers, and also they help in scientific study of those plants which are present in that area. So what is flora? Flora means it is having an information of the plants which are present in that particular area. And these floras, they contain the informations of the plants, like they will have the scientific names of the plants and common names of the plant. It also contains the literature reference. Literature reference means where the information has been collected from that plant, and also it is having the descriptions of the plant, habitat of the plant, and flowering time of the plant, and also it is having some notes of that particular plant. Less often, these floras include a specialized information of the plant chemistry, reproduction of the plants, chromosome numbers, also the population of the plants which is occurring in that particular area. Sometimes the plants are listed in the alphabetic manner in the flora, and sometimes they are listed in classification system. And these floras, they include the device known as the keys, which you will come to know about the later. These flora also include the keys in them, and these keys that enables the user to identify an unknown plant. Okay, with the help of the flora, and these floras include the keys. Okay, so with the help of the keys also, the users may identify the unknown plant. And the botanists have been writing floras since early 1600s, and the physicians use the flora for the information on the medicinal plants, and the horticulturists use the flora to identify the plants that might be brought into the cultivation. And the floras have documented plants collected in the exotic places, as well as the plants which are growing in the botanist in their own area. So the earlier floras usually they were written by individuals based on the observations of the plant samples, and also by the literature which is available to them. Okay, so earlier the floras were written by the individual persons based on the observation of the plant samples and the literature which is available to them. And for the floras of large scope areas, they have been written by the collaboration of many authors who have the knowledge of the plant samples, and they have the informations about the plants, and by using the journals or the manuals, the floras are written. So the plants are grouped into the floras based on their region, and these regions are known as the floristic regions. Okay, so plants are grouped into the floristic regions. So you came to know about the flora. Flora means what? It is a plant life of the historic era. Okay, so it contains the informations of the plants which are present, or which are restricted to that particular area. And these floras can be subdivided by the special environment into three floras. They are native floras, agricultural and horticultural flora, weed flora. So what is this native flora means? So native flora means obviously it refers to the native flora or the indigenous floras of that specific area. So native means what? So native plants means what? The plants which are present in that particular area. Okay, so horticultural and agricultural flora means what? Horticulture flora, it refers to the flora that is cultivated by the humans for use, and so it refers to the agricultural plants. Okay, so horticultural plants means what? Horticultural flora means it is the cultivated by humans for the use, and hence it refers to the agricultural flora also. And what is the weed flora? So the weed flora means what? So the weed flora usually used in reference to the undesirable plants. Okay, so it is referred to the undesirable plants, and these undesirable plants, and these humans wish to remove from the particular regions. Okay, so the undesirable plants are removed by the humans in that particular region, so that term is known as the weed flora. So you came to know about the classification of the floras. They are subdivided by the special environment. Okay, so they are native flora, agricultural and horticultural flora, and weed flora. So these floras are the document of the all plant species in a given geographic area. Okay, so they are the document of the all plant species in that given area. And the floras consist total number of plant species in an area, and which gives the information about the flowering season, fruiting season, and distribution for the given geographic area. And it also provides the details on the rare and endemic species of that area. Every state or every country is having its own floras. So like we will see the flora of Karnataka, flora of Tamil Nadu, flora of Madras, and flora of Europea. Like that we will have different floras for that particular area. So, based on the scope and area covered, the floras are of four types. They are local flora, regional flora, continental flora, electronic floras. So, electronic floras are also known as the e floras. First one, that is local flora. Local flora means it covers the limited area, usually the state, country, city, or the mountain ranges. Okay, so example we can see the flora of Tiruvannamalai, which is written by Vijaya Shankar K, Ravi Kumar K, and P. Ravichandran. Okay, so you can see here there are different types of the local floras here. The flora of Assam, which was written by Kanjial UN, and here you can see the flora of Bihar, and these are the floras of some local areas. Okay, so local flora means what? It covers the limited area of that particular state or country, or even some of the mountain ranges. And then next one, that is regional flora. So this regional flora, it includes the large geographical areas or the botanical regions. Okay, so these regions includes the large geographical areas or the botanical gardens. Like example, you can give the flora of Tamil Nadu, which was written by K.M. Matthew in 1983. Also you can give the example like floras of Madras Presidency, which was written by J.S. Gamble and Fisher. Okay, so regional flora means it includes the geographical area, also the botanical garden. And here you can see few of the regional flora books here. Next one, that is a continental flora. So these floras covers the entire continent. Okay, so these floras cover the entire continent, and hence it is known as the continental flora. And here you can give example the flora of Europea, which was written by D.A. Webb. Okay, and also the flora of Australiensis. These are the few examples of the continental flora. Last one, that is electronic floras, which is also known as the e-floras. So here it is nothing but the digital forms of the flora published online. Okay, so e-flora means always it is an digitalized flora. And example you can give e-flora of the Chennai, and this provides the information and also the functions as an identification tool. So e-flora means it is available in the online form. If you see the importance of the floras, so the floras is valuable document for the college and the university teachers, also for the students of the botany and agriculturals. And they are used to identify the plants and also to identify the unknown plants. Okay, so it is useful in the biodiversity assessment and the management. And floras also, they are useful in the forest management, ecosystem and land management. These floras provides a basic information of the plants in the area, and they are useful in the development of the botanical garden, also the parks. They may be made up of a particular use for medicinal and drug plants for the pharmaceutical and Ayurvedic companies by knowing the informations from the floras. And these floras help in the planning of the city, village or the town. And it also useful in an assessment of the rare and endangered species. Okay, so endangered species means what? So the species which are in critical in less in number. Okay, so they are known as the endangered species. So these floras help in evaluation of the phytogeographic pattern also. Okay, so basically it is a valuable document for the purpose of college and university teachers and for the students of the botany as well as agricultural. So they help in study of the known plants for their characters, and also it helps in identifying the unknown plants. So this was all about the flora. So in flora you came to know the classification of the floras. They are a native flora, agricultural flora and weed flora. And types of the floras, they are local flora, regional flora, continental flora and electronic flora. And also you came to know about the importance of the floras. Okay, so next we will move towards the keys, that is taxonomic keys. So, what is this taxonomic key? It is a simple tool used to identify the specific object. Okay, so these keys are present in the flora book only. Okay, so they are the simple tool which are used to identify the specific object. That object is nothing but the plant community. And this taxonomic key is one of the most useful tools available to the scientist trying to identify an unknown organisms. Okay, so they are used to identify the unknown organisms. So the taxonomic keys are useful tools guiding the researcher towards the known name of an organism. And however, all the taxonomic keys are not created equally. They are often created on the regional level or for a particular group of organisms. So it is important to pick a key that represent the diversity of a region or a group of organisms which are you are interested in studying. Okay, so example, if I take the plants of Karnataka which are present in the Kapatguda, and if I take the key of Gujarat or Assam, so it is not done. So we will not get the information of that particular plant in that keys. Okay, so it is important to pick a key which represent the diversity of that region or the group of organisms which we are interested to examine that. And some characters of the key should have a reliable and constant. Reliable means the key which is very trusted and which is constant. Okay, so it is one of the character of the key. So there are many characters. The first one, that is a key should be reliable and constant. Reliable means which is able to be trusted and which is constant. Okay, and the second one, it should be appropriate for the area from where the plant to be identified and was collected. Okay, for example, the plants collected from Delhi or may not occur in South India, like that. Therefore, using a key for plants of South India may not help in identifying the plants of the Delhi, as I gave the example before. Okay, so the third point is that it can be used with the easy and certainty of the naming of the plant. Okay, so the keys can be used for easy and certainty of naming the plants. And the fourth one, it is it should employ the microscopic characters that are easily observable. So here you can see one of the microscopic characters. So if your plant is having a vascular system, so in key it is represented as vascular tissues absent. Okay, so vascular tissues absent means what? So these vascular bundles are not seen in the bryophytes. Okay, so they are given here. So vascular bundles, they are present. Okay, so here it is written as 3, so hence it is not said as pteridophytes, gymnosperms or the angiosperms. So this we have to identify in the group third. Okay, so vascular tissues are present here. Okay, so here whether it is a pteridophyte or whether it is angiosperms or gymnosperms, we have to identify that in the group third which is given in that key. Okay, so it must be having a microscopic characters that are easily observable. Fifth point is that it should have always be positive statements. Okay, so positive statements means what? Here we can see the leaf with several small leaflets, so it is a positive statements. So here in the keys we will see only the positive statements, so we can't give a statement of our own. Okay, so sixth point, it is desirable that users is provided with a series of choice between mutually or parallel statements. You can say it as a couplets. Couplets means a pair of successive lines or the verse. So here you can see there are a pair of lines here. So the vascular tissues are absent and the vascular tissues are present. So the pair of lines is vascular tissues. Here the difference is only the absent and present. Okay, like that the statements are given in the keys. And the initial word of the each lead statement of the couplet must be same. Okay, so here the initial lead of the statement is vascular tissues, and here also it is vascular tissues. So the couplet statements must be leading with the same words. And next you will have both the vegetations and reproductive characters are used in the couplets. So the characters which are used in the couplet statements are it may be vegetative or it may be the reproductive characters. Okay, so you can see here cones and flowers, they are the reproductive organs and they are the vegetative parts of that plant. Okay, so it must have the vegetative character, also it must be having a reproductive characters. And also three or more characters in the couplets should be avoided. Okay, so you can't add more than two characters in the couplet statements, only you have to mention the 2 points here. Okay, so other characters means what, characters of the leaves, flowers, and it also includes the reproduction parts. Okay, so you can't add more than two characters in an couplet statement. So these are the few characters of a good keys. And now you came to know about the keys. So what are the keys? So the keys are the device to help in identifying the plants, and these keys are present in the flora books. Okay, and traditionally floras, the keys are diagnostic characters, and the diagnostic characters which are used in the keys must be very clearly, and sometimes such characters are referred as the key character. Okay, so such characters are arranged in the form of series of couplets as you can see here. And a key can be classified into a single access key or multi access key. So the single access key, it is also known as the dichotomous key, and multi-access key, it is known as the polyclave key. Okay, so this single key, which is further divided into two principles, they are a bracketed key and intended key. Okay, and the punch card key may be operate as a multi-access key. Let us now learn more about the different kinds of the keys. Now the first one you will come to know here, that is the intended key. Okay, so it is also known as the yoked key. So in this keys, the initial word of the couplet is same. Okay, only the characters differ here. So initial words are plants with seeds and also the plants with seeds, and also the numbers are same here. So these numbers help the users, especially if the key is too long. So here also one, it is written as the plants with seeds, and here also one, it is written with plants with seeds. Okay, so these numbers help the users to pick up the easily corresponding couplets. And consider you have taken the cycas tree, consider it is unknown for you. Okay, so you have taken the cycas now. So these cycas are plants with seeds and ovules are naked here, and they are the gymnosperms. Okay, so it is unknown for you now. So how you will identify the key here? So firstly you will see the plants with seeds and plants with seeds, and you will say yes it is. And then ovules are enclosed. So no, here the ovules are not enclosed but the ovules are naked here. So you will choose the plants with seeds, ovules are naked, and you will name them as the gymnosperms. Okay, so here the first couplet, that is plants with seeds and the plants with seeds. Okay, so it is the first couplet, and it must be consulted in one of the least intended. Intended means it is the position. Intended means it is a position key. Okay, so the first couplet to be consulted is one of the least position, and it has its first lead at the head of the key. So here you have the selected here, that is a plant with seeds, ovule, naked, and it is gymnosperm. So it will become your first lead of the head of the key. And then next what you have to do, and the next appropriate couplet that is to be consulted as its first lead, which is placed immediately below the chosen lead. So your chosen lead is plants with seeds, that is ovules, naked, and gymnosperms, right? So the next characters you have to choose from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you have to go like this, and from the below. You have to choose the characters which is from the main lead, and you can't choose it from the plants with the ovules which are enclosed. Okay, so you can't choose from here 1 2 and 3 4. You can choose the characters which is first leading the key of your chosen plant or tree. Okay, so what happens in intended key? So intended key means it is the position key. Okay, so here the first lead at the head of the key is where your couplet is started. So your couplet is started from the character that is plants with seeds, ovules naked, and it is the gymnosperm. And here the next character which you choose must be from the main lead only. So it can be flowers, trimerous, or it may be calyx or corolla or petals fused. So you can choose only from this points of the couplets, and you can't choose from the above opposite end of the couplets. Okay, so where the main first lead starts, the next character must be chosen above from that or below from that. Okay, so this is about the intended key. Next one you can see here, that is the bracketed key. So these intended and bracketed key are the two kinds of the single access keys. Okay, so these intended and bracketed key comes under the single access keys. So what happens in a bracketed key? So in a bracketed key, each couplet has its two leads immediately adjacent. Adjacent means opposite. Okay, so here you can see one plants with seeds, and here also you can see one plants with seeds. So each couplet has its two leads immediately below or next to next, or you can say adjacent, one below the other under the same number. So number is also same here. On the left hand side of the page you will see this. So the first couplet to be read stands the top of the key under the number 1 on the left hand side of the page. Okay, so consider your plant is now with the plants with seeds and ovules enclosed with the ovary. Okay, so your plant is having this character now, and here it is represented as the 2. So what does this 2 means? So now firstly we will understand what is given in this bracketed key. So the first couplet to be read stands at the top of the key under the number 1 or under the number 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, so your character is standing here, that is the plants with seeds, ovules are enclosed with the ovary. So this is your main lead, and here you it is represented as 2. So what does this 2 means? So the opposite opposite the lead means opposite the character of the lead couplet, on the right hand side of the page number is given. So this is your page number, and they are used as the reference number further down the key. So you have to open the page number 2 which is present in the key. Okay, so then you have to refer for the further characters. And then in bracketed key, it is by the use of the numbers that determiner is directed to the next appropriate couplet to consult it. So this is the bracketed key. So what happens in bracketed key? Firstly you have to choose the characters. So the character chosen is given the numbers at the left hand side, and on the left hand side your characters is lying. Okay, so on the next hand it is having the page numbers. It may be represented as 2 3. They are used as the reference numbers for the next study purpose. And here in bracketed key, it is by the use of the numbers that the determiner will directly determine the next couplet or the next characters of the plant. So these are the two principles of the single access keys. Next, we will come to know about advantages and disadvantages of the intended and bracketed keys. So, the advantages and disadvantages of these single access keys. So, in the intended key, the similar elements are placed in such a manner that they can be visualized as a group very easily. Okay, so they can be visualized in the form of groups very easily. Such a visualization is not possible in the bracketed keys. Okay, so however, in an intended key which are quite large, there is a sloping or shortening of the lines to the right hand side of the page, with which results the loss of the economy of the pages too. And in contrast, the bracketed key, majority of the lines are of equal length, and thereby utilizing the page of the space very efficiently. So these are a few of the characters. There are much not advantages and disadvantages of the single access keys. Next, moving towards the multi access key, which is also known as the polyclave key. So the dichotomous keys. So dichotomous keys means what I said. They are nothing but the single access keys. So the single access keys are known as the dichotomous keys. Okay. So the multiple access key, they are known as the polyclave keys. So the single access keys mentioned earlier are based on the principle of one entry point, and in order to improve this determination of the name of the taxon or naming the plant system, the multi-access keys or multi-entry keys have been introduced. Okay, so these are also referred as the polyclaves keys, and such keys are user oriented and can be used anytime or any position. And unlike the dichotomous keys, that is a single access keys, where the author provides the characters, so here in this key the authors will be providing the characters. Okay, so in multi access key, the user selects the character but not the authors. Okay, so here in multi access key, the users will select the characters but not the authors. Also, like other which are given in order to choose the characters which are to be used in the single access keys. So in multi access key, they can choose not only the characters but also in any sequence they can choose the characters, and it can be proceed even the informations about the few characters which are insufficient and unavailable. So it also helps in fulfilling the characters which are insufficient and which are unavailable in the keys. So this is about the types of the keys. Here you came to know about the single access keys. In single access keys, you studied about the intended key and bracketed keys, and also you came to know about the multi access key, which is also known as the polyclave keys. So this was all about the flora and about the keys. So I hope you guys understood well. Thank you.